Hi everyone, thank you for watching my videos. In last few videos, I have been discussing about fuzzing on Linux as well as fuzzing on Windows. I have shown you how do we fuzz a very simple program containing different types of vulnerabilities. Then I have shown you how do we fuzz the program using AFL, WinAFL, and using HongFuzz on a Linux as well as on a Windows-based systems. Then we have also covered how do we fuzz a real life program like TCP dump using AFL as well as using HongFuzz on a Linux based system. So what I found is that these programs are very simple to configure, and they don't require much of a command line option when you want to create a build for that. When you want to compile those programs, you don't need to do anything. There are straightforward configure command which you simply can just run it from your command line. Then you need to run make, and then you need to run sudo make install, so that will get your software installed on the system. If you change your compiler to AFL or HongFuzz CC, if you want to fuzz them, then you can very easily compile such program using those commands. But there are a lot of softwares which has a very complex build system, like if you want to fuzz Chromium, or if you want to fuzz FFmpeg, then initially when you try to compile them, you face a lot of issues, and sometimes it causes a lot of frustration amongst the people, so they basically feel that that is not something they can do. So I thought it will be a good idea for me to do a video on how do we fuzz softwares like FFmpeg. And so in this video I'm going to show you how do we use AFL to fuzz FFmpeg software. Now there is no need to panic over here. It's not that complex. Only thing is that it requires a lot of libraries, external libraries, which you need to install on your system. So if you get any build related error while you're trying to fuzz the software, just make sure that you have proper dependencies installed on your system. So let's go ahead and compile FFmpeg, and then let's fuzz it using AFL. So first thing we'll, as we always do, is we are going to go to its uh, GitHub repo, that is github.com ffmpeg/ffmpeg, and we are going to copy the link over here, and then we are going to run the git clone command. So that will actually clone the git repo on our local system. So I have already run this command, and if you don't have the source code, then you can simply run this command, that is git clone, and the URL of the ffmpeg git repo. So once you clone that repo, simply go to ffmpeg folder, and now here is what it expects certain configure parameter. It won't the compilation is not very straightforward in this case. You need to install a lot of dependencies. So let's first try to configure it using a very simple bare minimum configure command and see what happens. So since it is a very big software, it may take few seconds or few minutes to get the compilation ready for you. So as you can see, it has compiled this, and there are some logs or some messages it is giving. Now what happens is that in the default build, it doesn't enable few of the libraries, and so we need to explicitly specify them. And for that, we just need to change the configure command to add those parameters. Similarly, if you want to modify some configuration related options, some build related options, then you have to specify it on the configure. So in this case, what we are going to do is we are going to add some extra parameter, and I will show you the command for that. So this is the command. So as you know, configure is what we are going to use over here. Then we'll add prefix as home ffmpeg build. So what it does is that it will use the home directory, and it will build ffmpeg over there. Then there are certain package pkg config flags over here that says it's static. Then there are some extra C flags, so it says that where does it find all the include libraries over here. So it will find all the include libraries over here at this folder. Then there are some extra ld that is linker flag over here, and then as you can see that there are some extra libs which is lp thread lm. Then there is a bin directory, so it says that what will the bin directory, so it will say the bin directory is home and bin. Then it will so from here this is what we are enabling the extra libraries over here. So we are enable gpl, enable lib AWS, enable lib free type, enable lib mp3 lame, enable lib opus, enable lib vorbis, and there are different kinds of library which you can see over here, like libx264, libx265, lib non-free, or extras. Then we are giving some extra cflex over here. So and you can see that we are enabling debug mode over here, that is enable debug mode over here. So now let's go ahead and simply run this command and see what happens. So I'm going to stop the recording for a moment because it will take few seconds. Okay, so you can see that it is giving an error that libmp3 lame is not does not found on the system. So what happened is that since we have given some extra parameter over here, so we are actually adding some extra libraries over here, and so it is needed that we install all these libraries over here. So if you face any of such error, there is a simple straightforward fix for that. What you can do is you can simply use sudo apt command, and you can try installing the dev version of those libraries. So in this case, since I don't have libmp3 lame, let's try with the default name, that is libmp3 lame, and see if it's able to install that or not. So you can see that it's not able to find that lib. Let's try with libmp3 dev. And so yeah, so basically you need to install all these libs over here, and you can see that it has installed that lib. Now let's again run the configure command and see what is happening over here. So you can see that now it is saying that opus not found. So basically what happens when you try to compile this program, and when you enable all these extra libraries over here, it will complain if those libraries are not installed. So the correct way over doing this is that you can either install all these libraries together, or you install it as you go, as you face any error. So in this case, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to install all this libraries together using apt get install, and then we will see if we face any issue with this. So let me install lib opus dev, lib free type, lib vorbis. It did not complain about lib free types, so I'm going to install lib vorbis dev, lib x264 dev, lib x265 dev, and I think that's it. Let's see how many libraries we have spelled correctly over here. So let's see. Okay, you can see that it's installing most of the libraries which we have mentioned over here. Okay, it has installed. So now let's go ahead and again run the compile command and see what's happened. So it says that x265 was not found. So it means that we need to install lib x265. I'm not sure if I have given the correct name over here. Let's try once more. So it says that it has already been installed. It means that I need to install something else. Some missing lib is over there. So we can simply do a Google search for that and see what is going to happen over here. So you can see on the Stack Overflow, I found one answer over here. It says that you need to install libnuma over here, libnuma dev. So let's go ahead and try if this fixes our problem. Okay, it is installing that library. So let's wait, and we will again run our configure command and see if it is able to fix that error or not. So you can see that our configure command was successful, and it means that we already have all the libraries which are needed to compile. All the extra libraries which we have given it are already present on the system, and so now we can go ahead to the next step, and that is creating the build. So but before that, as you might notice that in our configure parameter we have not given AFL compiler option over here, and in this case we need to specify those options explicitly. So let's go ahead and add change our compiler. By default it was using the GCC compiler over here, so let's go ahead and add our compiler flag to AFL CLang or AFL GCC, so that we can instrument this program using AFL. So for that, okay, so now let's go ahead and compile this program using AFL CLang and AFL CLang plus plus, and we will enable asyn over here. So you can see that there is not a major change we have made to compile it using AFL CLang. Only thing which we have changed over here is that we have added an flag that is --cxx, and that is AFL CLang plus plus, and we have added another flag that is --cc, that is AFL CLang, and then we have added fsanitize address and fsanitize undefined. Then we have linked it with lubsen over here, and we are also enabling debug build over here. So let's go ahead and compile and see if it works, and then we are going to make the build, and then we'll fuzz it using AFL. So it's taking some time. We need to wait till the configuration is successful. Okay, so you can see now that the configuration command has been successful, and there was no error. So now we are going to simply run the make command over here, and we'll wait till the compilation get over. So it's going to take some time. So let's simply go ahead and type make, and as you can see that it is started instrumenting using AFL CC, AFL AS over here. So I'm going to pause the recording over here because it's going to take some time, and I will enable the recording again. Okay, so as you can see that now we have successfully compiled our FFmpeg and we have an executable. So let's see, you can see it over here that there is a executable name ffmpeg over here. Now first thing we need to do over here is to check if this particular executable has been compiled using asyn and ubsen or not. So for that we will use the utility called checksec from pound tools package, and we can just give the name of the executable over here, and it can give you the details whether our executable has been compiled using asyn or ubsen or not. So as you can see it over here that asyn has been enabled for our binary, and ubsen is also enabled for our binary. So it means that the flag which we have given during the compile time over here are working perfectly fine, and we can just see the command once. you can see that these are the flags which we are given over here. So it seems that it is working perfectly fine. And now what we can do is we need to collect some corpus. So to collect some corpus, you can actually use uh, FFmpeg corpus, or you can use samples from the media player corpus. So in this case, since the files are too big, I'm not going to download everything. I'm just going to show you the corpus from where you can collect. So the URL for that is samples.ffmpeg.org, and as you can see it over here, that it has a lot of video files, sample files over here, which you can use as a seed corpus to fuzz FFmpeg library. So I just downloaded one single file that is from FLV, and that is this one, that is Enigma Principles of Lus part FLV, and its size is around 500k. But if you want, you can run some scripts and you can actually download this entire corpus collection, and then you need to run AFL cmin on that, so that it removes the duplicate file which generate the same code path. So that is the thing. But since it's a demo, so I'm just going to show it with just one file. So I have already downloaded and save that file in the input folder inside my FFmpeg folder, as you can see it over here. And now I'm going to start AFL, and let's see if it's able to run it properly or not. So the command will be AFL fuzz -i, then the input folder, that is input, then O and output folder. So let's keep it as output, and then we will give M as none. So M is for memory, small m, and the capital M is for the master slave. So since we have compiled it using ASN will require huge amount of memory. So that's why we are saying that there is no memory limit for this process. And then hyphen ./ffmpeg and I, and then we will give @ and taste. So FFmpeg basically converts our input file into an output format. So if you want, you can give some extension over here like .avi or .mkv, so it will try to convert to that particular format. Otherwise it will select some default format. So that's about it. And now let's run AFL fuzz and see what is going on. So looks like it is working perfectly fine in our case. Yes, it is. And you can see that execution speed I'm getting is very slow again, that is around 20 execution per second. This is because I'm running it on a VM and I have a very limited RAM over here, plus there's only one CPU. So but if you have a dedicated machine to fuzz this, then you might be getting speed around somewhere around 100-200 execution per second. So another issue over here is that it instrument the entire file in this case. So if you want to increase more speed, then you can run it in persistence mode, where you can basically simply fuzz a specific part of the code rather than fuzzing the entire libraries. So that approach you can use if you want to, if you know that okay, I just want to fuzz a particular file format, then you can probably add AFL loop over there. So this is something I will be covering in next videos. And another thing to notice over here is that FFmpeg is heavily fuzzed. It has been fuzzed by OSS fuzz, so where it gets fuzzed on thousands of systems, thousands of cores simultaneously, and it keeps continually fuzzing that. So there are very rare chances that you will find an issue before OSS fuzz has found it. So if you have some good corpus, then you can actually find the issue. Plus you need more processing power in fuzzing software like this. Otherwise there are very rare chances that you will find a bug. So I hope that you liked my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to cancel the AFL first process now. And as you can see, it started finding new paths. Right now it is using it is calibration, bit flip and all. So yeah, so I'm going to cancel it now. And thank you for watching my videos. If you have any feedback, comments or suggestion, feel free to reach out. Please post it on my YouTube channel, or message me, send a DM on the Twitter. uh, and yep, thank you, thanks, bye.